Hello boys and gals, it's old school video game time with your awesome host, yours truly, David Grout, aka me.
And your favourite magical mounted head.
Shut up, Eddie. I'm the host, you're the comic relief at best.
And believe you me, after hearing this putz talk, you're gonna need the relief I gave ya. Winky face to the ladies.
Eddie, emojis don't work so well verbally.
Wanna know what else don't work so well verbally?
And enough of that. As some of you out there probably already know, Metroid Samus Returns comes out in just a little bit here, and boy are we excited.
We are. I think you're just getting a little bit too excited, mister. You were mumbling about it in your sleep earlier.
Can you blame me? You've seen the trailer, Eddie, and it looks fantastic. It's been 26 years since the original Metroid 2 Return of Samus came out, and it has been long overdue. There has been talk all over the internet of remaking this game for years.
Okay, so there's a little bit of legitimate hype about it, okay.
That there is, and that's why today we're going to be reviewing Metroid Zero Mission. Where does one even start when talking of such an amazing video game franchise, and with such an awesome protagonist as Samus Aran? What younger boy can't help but fall in love with her?
Well, I'd imagine lots of boys and girls. She's just a sci-fi fictional character in a video game.
You're a mythological creature's head that is mounted on my wall.
And you are still a putz.
Anywho, I'm in love with Samus Aran, and I'd sure love to ran away with her.
It'd be more like Samus would want you to ran away from you.
Shut up, Eddie. The Metroid franchise has been around for quite some time, with the release date in Japan in 1986 and in North America in 1987. That's the year this fancy good-looking mug of mine was born.
Did you literally just say your face was fancy? Oh my god.
The Metroid games span 30 years with 12 games, and that's not counting numerous cameos from our favorite female video game protagonist, Samus Aran. From Super Smash Bros. To Kirby's Dream Land 3, there just doesn't seem to be enough of Samus Aran to go around. The Metroid games have changed a lot through the years, but the basics have remained the same. Find the upgrades to progress through the game and ultimately defeat a main antagonist. This will always include several bosses that usually will grant you with one of many upgrades, the most famous being the dragon-like beast known as Ridley.
Fun fact, boys and girls! Ridley is named after Ridley Scott!
Hey Eddie, I'm the one doing the review here.
Yeah, and I'm the one stuck on your freaking wall having to listen and watch you putz.
And I'm not listening! And yes, Ridley is named after famous director Ridley Scott because much inspiration for the first Metroid game was inspired by Ridley Scott's 1979 classic sci-fi horror film, Alien. So says Yoshio Sakamoto, co-director and game designer for Metroid. I myself, after recently watching Alien, also made several other connections. One being the main antagonist in Metroid is Mother Brain, who controls the space pirate's fortress and its defenses. Also in Alien, the ship's computer named Mother controls the ship the Nostromo. Mother also worked with Science Officer Ash on the ship to help in the capture of the alien life form, the Xenomorph, and in its survival. Sounds very similar to Mother Brain in the capturing and attempted weaponizing of the Metroids.
And the fact that the first Metroid ends in a rush to get out before the detonation of a bomb sounds similar to Miss Weaver trying to escape the detonation of Nostromo to me.
Actually, 3 out of 4 of the Metroid quadrilogy end with a rush to escape an explosion.
Well, I say enough of the fun facts. Let's play!
I couldn't agree more, Eddie. We're going to be playing using a Super Retro Advanced Adapter by Retrobit.
Whoa! It just starts, doesn't it?
Yep.
Whoa! Emergency order! Sounds serious.
Gotta appreciate a game that starts with a bang, right?
I guess. Exterminate all Metroids? I thought she was the bounty hunter, not an exterminator!
And defeat the mechanical life form, Mother Brain.
Isn't that really the same thing as exterminating?
Maybe it's to imply the Mother Brain is more mechanical than alive?
Touché! That music, though, so dreamy. This isn't one of those games where it's all a dream, right?
No, that's Super Mario Bros. 2 you're thinking of.
Elven fairies on a sugar date. Don't get me started on that game.
I do detect some foreshadowing. See, Eddie, that's a winky face.
Well, look at you. Real eyes being able to wink in the real world. I'm sure your mother would be quite proud. Wait a minute. You've played this before. So you know what happens. You're giving spoilers, not foreshadowing.
Yes, but that's part of what is so awesome about this remake of the game. The original Metroid didn't have as much story. In fact, when Metroid first came out in America, most people didn't even know Samus Aran, our protagonist, was a female. In North America, the instruction manual, where the only written story would appear, it referred to Samus Aran as a he. It was only revealed after you beat the game that she was in fact a female.
Wow, that sounds a little bit sexist to me. Get with the program, 1987, it's 2017.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah. On top of all of that, you had to beat the game in 3 to 5 hours to even reveal she was a woman.
Well, check that out! Apparently the faster you beat it, the less clothes she wears. Maybe the 80s weren't all that bad.
Eddie, stop using your magic to surf the internet on my laptop.
Did you really Google sexy beat Arthur?
No, that was you.
Yeah, but you know you liked it. Just a little bit, right?
Just maybe a little. Let's move on! So as you see, the upgrades start right away with the morph ball to your left.
I can dig it!
Also know how I shoot everything and it reveals secrets.
Like the E oval thing that you just shot?
Yes. Now I can't get that right now, but this illustrates how this very game was not just a linear platformer, but meant to have you exploring. It helps illustrate how daunting the task ahead is, but showing you rewards to intrigue you.
I gave a lady centaur like that once. What a tease.
But a good tease, right?
No, actually, she was the worst. But I see what you're getting at, you B. Arthur lover.
Shut up. Also, take note how we are guided by these statues. Also, we have save points and a map. The original game had a map in the instruction manual, but it was very basic. Here the map gets more and more clear as you play. It takes away the grueling punishment of having just to remember or taking notes.
Yeah, it seems like way back in early video game time, there was a lack of technological know-how to make the games easier. Or maybe the difficulty helped sell magazines like Nintendo Power! Yeah, I've read Nintendo Power. I can surprise you from time to time.
Wow. You never stop surprising me, Eddie. But then again, meeting a unicorn head in and of itself was a surprise.
But we can tell them more about that later. Now who's the good tease? Winky face!
I'm genuinely impressed.
That's what I do.
But to be clear, Nintendo Power didn't come out with an article about this Metroid game till 5 years later, which was around the time Metroid 2 Return of Samus came out, which the remake of this game is coming out September 15th.
Whoa, slow down with the facts there, you just might pull a brain muscle or something.
Don't worry, I did my brain stretches earlier.
Is that a thing humans do?
No.
Well, maybe they should. Have you met most people?
We digress. Back to Metroid Zero Mission. The immersion in these games is fantastic. All video games worth their salt will take you out of your current world and take you into their world. Where I feel these days the most common way to do this is with first-person shooters, or perhaps VR in the future. But when Nintendo made the Metroid games, they didn't have these tools.
Yeah. Looks like first-person shooters really didn't become a thing till about 4 or 5 years later with Hover Tank, Catacomb 3D, and oh, well, I'll be a Pixie's blue-headed step-cousin, Wolfenstein 3D. I freaking love that game.
That's right, Eddie. And those tools not being around, immersion was handled differently. Metroid starts you outside, all by yourself, and you're leaving your ship behind. This creates a feeling subconsciously that you're leaving the familiar. You then enter a cave, which creates feelings of being trapped, and a fear of leaving the known to the unknown.
Yeah. And like, the deeper you go downward, it creates feelings of falling, maybe even feeling lost. God, like spelunking. Oh, I cannot do that. I am so claustrophobic. Ah!
Also, just being ahead might pose difficulty in spelunking.
Hey, you with the jokes. Shut your face.
Also, the map is a maze, so getting lost happens often. Plus you'll find yourself stuck in small confined places, having to figure out how to get out, and without the right upgrade you'll never be able to traverse through the rest of the game. There are times I'd be playing and I'd feel so trapped or claustrophobic myself, I needed to step away for a bit. But also the sense of accomplishment you feel when you solve how to do it is very much intensified because of this.
See, you're claustrophobic too.
Very much so. If all of this wasn't enough to sell us on the amazing immersion this game puts us through, after defeating Mother Brain, the game continues where the original Metroid game stops.
Whoa! I detect more spoilers!
Your detection is correct. After defeating Mother Brain and trying to leave the planet Zebes?
Debbie?
She's shot down by the remaining space pirates. Her suit and ship are...
obliterated! Nah, they gone.
That's right. You have to become stealthy and go through the mothership of the space pirates with nothing but a stun gun, essentially. This creates a whole new sense of immersion, where before, the terror might give you perhaps an energy rush to jump out, gun blazing. Now, the fight or flight reaction adrenaline has kicked in.
Okay, seeing Samus surrounding this outfit, maybe I see why you might want to go around towards a body like that.
Told you! Now, this is almost feeling like a completely different game. The stealth is on. Oh, and the first time you're seen, an alarm goes off. My heart stopped the first time.
I had a good first time, too.
Not really what we're talking about.
Oh, right.
You eventually are given a new power suit and take on a final boss. And guess what else, Eddie?
Rush to get out before the detonation of the bomb?
Yep.
Metroid games really like that.
I do get why, though. The rush means the ending of your adventure ends with a new burst of adrenaline.
And she escapes in a spaceship that looks like a...
Yeah, looks like a... tadpole.
Because we're all thinking that, right?
So that was Metroid Zero Mission. In a nutshell, it's a game that fully immerses you in a suspense adventure with puzzles and strategies and offers hours of fun and replayability.
After playing that, should I bother with the original?
After playing this, it gives you the original.
What? Get out of here! That is freaking amazing!
Right? Oh. Well, that's it for this episode of Old School Video Game Time. Thanks for watching.
We really do hope you enjoyed it, and I know you enjoyed me because, well, I'm just awesome.
Please like and subscribe us.
And don't forget to leave some comments. Let us know what you think. I'll be making sure to read all of them in between Googling B. Arthur, double winky face.
And let us know what other old school games you'd like us to review. See you in 2 weeks, and stay awesome.
Later!